One thing I've learned from making a lot of mistakes, a lot of suffering, and failing a lot is that you have to keep it real with people. And honesty is freedom. Honesty is power. You want people to be in your life because they love you and the real you, not some perfect person you're trying to be. And there's no such thing as a perfect person out there. Everyone has their rough edges. You are not going to please your partner all the time. You are not going to please your boss all the time. And if you keep it real, they don't have to guess what your wants, needs, preferences, boundaries, all these things, they won't have to guess if you keep it real. Getting the self-knowledge about what those things are for you takes a lot of failure. It takes a lot of trial and error. It takes trying different jobs, trying different relationships, and seeing what those are for you. But once you know those things, you need to stick to your truth. You need to never be afraid to speak your truth and ask for help. My aunt is autistic, seriously autistic, and she has other health problems on top of that. And she could have just resigned herself to going on disability and not doing anything. And I'm not knocking anyone who does that, but she worked really hard and she went to Harvard and she has a 7-figure job now. And the only reason she could do that is because when she was at Harvard, she told them what her issues were, and she knew what she was good at and she knew what she wasn't good at, and they accommodated her, and she did extremely well. She went there on scholarship because she focused on what she was good at. At her job, she communicated to her boss where she would need help, what things she could do, and what things that she would fail at. And she had enough self-knowledge to know this. So you need to figure this out about yourself. And in relationships, when you're honest about your wants, needs, boundaries, desires, and you know that about yourself, and you're not afraid to ask, you're not afraid to communicate and have the hard conversations with your partner, it will do nothing but get your needs met and bring you closer together. Your partner will feel safe with you because it takes a whole lot of energy to guess what someone wants and needs. So when you just tell them and you're real about it, and you can be vulnerable enough to ask them for what you want and vulnerable enough to speak your truth and keep it real and do not withhold information trying to be perfect. Don't withhold your rough edges, but just keep it real with people in your life. They will accommodate you, they will help you, and they will appreciate your honesty because they won't have to guess what's wrong with you, why this person so upset. Because when you go into things that you really want to say no to and that you're not cut out for, you will fail. Everyone has different gifts. Everyone has different strengths and everyone has different weaknesses. And you may have to have some failures and trial and error to figure that out. But once you know that about yourself, you have to always speak your truth. Don't withhold information. When you withhold information from your partner, it kills the trust, it kills the love, and it kills the intimacy. And it takes a whole lot of energy to keep secrets for you and to say yes when you want to say no. That takes up a lot of energy and it's eventually going to ruin your relationship. Even if you stay in the relationship, you will not be happy and neither will your partner. Same thing with your boss at work. If you can't keep it real with your boss about the accommodations you need, all these things, you're not going to do a great job. And when you agree to do something, you should do it with excellence. That doesn't mean you're going to go to the gym and do a great job the first time if you never worked out. But you have to give it 100%. And all these things take a lot of energy. So if you agree to do something, you have to do it with excellence and give it 100%. And don't be attached to the outcome. but you won't have the energy to do the things you're supposed to do in this life if you don't keep it real with people. Because keeping secrets, saying yes when you want to say no, lying, getting into the whole lying thing, it becomes a habit and will suck your energy, and it's also a sin. You have to let people love you for who you are, and they'll love you more when you can be real with them and be vulnerable and be honest. And it will only strengthen your bond, and you'll be able to meet each other's needs more, whether that's your boss, your partner. You'll be able to work better together when you can keep it real. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. And just try that out, is radical honesty. Honesty is freedom. Honesty is power. And don't be wasting your energy keeping lies, withholding information, not keeping it real about your rough edges and your weaknesses. People will accommodate you. And if they love you and they want you to stay in their life, they will accommodate you. And if not, they'll leave. But you ain't going to change. You're not going to change. No matter how hard you try, you are who you are. You're never going to be good at everything. You're good at what you're good at. And everyone has things that they're passionate about and they love and that they don't love. And you want to find someone that is willing to work with you, whether that's your boss, your partner, your family, whoever. And the people that are meant to stay in your life and the jobs that are meant to stay in your life will stay. And if they're meant to go, they'll go. But you'll only be miserable if you don't keep it real. Love you guys. Talk soon.